Alright, hey guys, welcome to What If Naruto Had Sage Mode was born with Sage Mode, part 3. Part 6. Okay, so, I made another one, but it actually got cut off. So, Naruto is, walking with Team 7, and he encounters Konohamaru, and Konohamaru says, hey boss, and stuff, and then, and then Gaara's squad comes out of nowhere. It's like, Gaara wasn't there. He was like hiding or something. He comes up in the trees later. So Kankuro comes out of nowhere, and they I forgot why they started getting mad at each other. But oh yeah, I remember now. They're so this is the hidden, the village hidden in the leaves ninja. They must be pretty weak. But, Naruto hasn't fought them, so that explains a lot. So, Konohamaru is taken by Kankuro. And, what's it called? And Kankuro's all like, I'm gonna destroy this kid. And next is you. And then, what's it called? And then Naruto, Sasuke throws the rock, and as in the original, but Naruto moves a lot faster than he should have, and he catches the rock, and he stops Kankuro from even touching. He was about to get him up in a chokehold, but in the original he was already in a chokehold, but this is before he could even touch him. Sasuke didn't throw the rock yet, but he was getting ready to throw the rock, and then he accidentally threw the rock. He was suspecting that he was already going to put him in a chokehold, so he already threw the rock, and then he saw that Sasuke was throwing the rock, and he's like, what is this? And then he I don't know. Okay, so, and then Naruto stops him from doing any harm to Konohamaru, and then Naruto's wait, no. Kankuro unleashes he was about to, and then Tamari's like, why? It's just a kid. They did nothing wrong. And then he's like, yeah, and then Gaara comes out of nowhere, and then they're like, you're a disappointment to the village hidden in the sand, Kankuro. And then Yara's like, let's go. And he's like, and then Kakuru's like, oh yeah, alright. And then they leave. But then Sakura asks, wait, why are you guys even here in the first place? You guys are supposed to have permission from I think, they were supposed to have permission. Then Tamari explains that there's a tuning exams, and that, what's it called? And that they are a part of it, and they got permission from that. And then there's the tuning exams. I never knew that it was happening right now. And Tamara's like, well, then you must have been living under a rock. And they leave. And then on Kakashi's perspective, the third Hokage is asking, who do you recommend? And then Kakashi recommends Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura, and what's her name? I remember that it was that Genjutsu lady. Kurenai, yeah. Kurenai recommends Kiba, Hinata, and Shino. And Asuma recommends Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji. So then Kakashi, Iruka says, no, I know their skill level. They should at least have a lot more. They should at least wait for the next year's tuning exam. They're not ready. And then what's it called? Kakashi explains, they're not your what's it called, students anymore. They're mine. And then they start talking, and then he's so then what's his name? Iruka puts him up for a test. Since he was about to grab the girl, I forgot her name, but it was like in Konohamaru's squad or something. But Naruto, like, yeah, it's kind of like the hidden lotus, but he didn't actually like use all the bandages and stuff. He just kicks him from above and like puts him down. Then he grabs him back up and puts him in a chokehold and puts him near the fence. He's like, "What are you trying to do? Why are you here?" And then Yurika says, "Wait, stop." And then he releases a transformation jutsu and says, "This is just a test to see if you're ready for the tuning exams." Well, I'm pretty sure that he already knew, but I don't think that he knew if Sakura was ready. But he still tested Naruto, and he says, "But you passed too." And then on Sakura's perspective, since it was all supposed to be an illusion, Sakura notices that it was just an illusion, and there wasn't actually a hidden Miss Ninja, or the hidden rain, I don't know. And then he disappears. Well, wait, no, he says, as expected from as a Kunoichi from Kakashi's squad, and then he leaves. And then, so Kakashi gives them the applications for the tuning exams, and says, "Here you go, guys. It's optional though." And then like he leaves. I think that's what happens. And then and then they were just about to go to the tuning exams, and then Sasuke notices that it wasn't floor 3, it was floor 2. And then he meets since there was these guys like guarding it and stuff, I remember it was like they were like under a genjutsu. I know. Wait a minute. Yeah. And they're like, "Oh, you got a sharp eye now, don't you?" And then Sasuke's like, "Yeah." And then like Sasuke says, "Sakura, weren't you one of the first ones to notice this? You should have easily seen through this, since you have one of the sharpest eyes." And then Sakura's like, oh yeah, I definitely noticed it. My parents are coming, but oh my god, I'm sorry if you could hear that. I thought that they were like, okay, whatever. So, I think that they were just like, so Sasuke and Rock Lee meet up, and like, well, Team 7 is about to go to the 3rd floor, and then he's like, then Rock Lee challenges Sasuke, and then he's like, "Hey, what about me? Why is it always Sasuke?" And then he says, "No, let me fight you." And then Rock Lee's like, "No, I have no manners for that. I only want to fight Uchiha." But he still fights him, Naruto, as in the original. Naruto speeds up and punches him, and goes and like flinging him up to the sky. And then he gets his head stuck in the wall. Naruto jumps up and drags his legs and throws him to a wall. Then Rock Lee gets behind Naruto and like kicks him down. But Naruto's chakra is increasing because of the 9 tails. Like, it's kind of overflowing since he's having like 100%. Like, it keeps on overflowing. Like, it's not intentional from Kurama, but like since it's 100% and he's just a kid, he shouldn't be able to hold that much. But he has Sage mode, so it's kind of like he still can't really control it. He shouldn't even have this much, but like it's like overflowing a lot. So he's getting stronger and stronger by the second. He starts beating up Rock Lee, and so Naruto wins. But Sasuke never gets his challenge, so we never see him use his Sharingan yet. And then now we are at the tuning exams writing part. So Naruto is failing as in the original because he isn't all that smart. he's still Naruto, just more overpowered. And, like, he has some wisdom. Like, he isn't as rowdy. Well, he kind of is, but he isn't, like, as loud. And then Naruto says, but he still has his pride and, like, his dream to become the Hokage. He's like, I'm going to pass this test and I'm going to become number one. Well, in the test. And everyone just stares at Naruto. And then they just go along. They're like, how could you ever win this tuning exams filled with a bunch of, I think that it was filled with out of all the people, you're definitely not winning. And then everyone just goes along with their day. So Naruto is still failing really hard in the writing exams. And then Hinata asks, hey Naruto, would you like to copy off my paper? And then Naruto is considering it. But then he says, no, this is my test. He's still, like, trying to answer as best as he can. And that's my ninja way. Wait, no, he didn't say that's his ninja way. But he was like, I'm not copying off of you. I'm gonna do this with my own work. And then Naruto still fails. Well, he does, like, he doesn't get everything right, but, like, he still passes, like in the original. So that's where we're gonna leave things off. Thanks for watching.